Chosen one, you need to stop scrolling right now. Please do not click away from this vital message. The algorithm did not bring you to this video today. Archangel Michael orchestrated this exact moment because a massive shift just happened in the unseen realm. Listen carefully to what I have to say. Your future spouse was just shown the absolute truth about your energy. They are currently experiencing a massive spiritual shock. For a long time, they had no idea who you truly were. But heaven just removed the heavy veil from their eyes. They are tossing and turning in their bed right now. The sheer intensity of your light has left them breathless, and they are finally understanding the immense weight that your beautiful soul carries every day. You have been feeling incredibly heavy and drained lately. Your body is exhausted, even when you rest all night. You wake up feeling like you fought a massive battle in the dark, because your spirit has been actively defending your bloodline while your physical body sleeps. You carry a silent spiritual weight that nobody else can handle. It is not depression, and you are not going crazy. You are a true masterpiece of the divine creator. Your spirit has been acting as a silent shield for everyone around you. You constantly absorb their chaotic energy so they can have peace. You give and you give until your emotional well is completely dry. But the people who constantly take from you never ask how you are really doing. Archangel Michael sees every single tear you cry in secret. Let me tell you what is happening behind the scenes. Your future spouse was given a clear vision of your recent struggles. They saw the deep purity of your heart and the reality of your hidden pain. And this unexpected revelation completely broke them open. They are realizing that they have searched for your specific energy their entire life, and everyone else was just a temporary shadow. They are feeling a sudden and desperate pull towards you. They cannot explain this strange magnetic force to anyone else. It feels completely crazy and illogical to their human mind. But this pull is entirely divine because heaven is actively rewriting their destiny to match yours. Archangel Michael is using this moment to align their frequency. The spiritual gap is closing fast. You thought heaven forgot your desire for true love. You watched normal people find easy companionship, while you were left to fight silent spiritual battles that nobody else could even see or understand. It felt deeply unfair and incredibly exhausting every day. You wondered if you were meant to be alone forever. But that isolation was never a punishment. It was a strict divine quarantine. God had to keep you hidden while your spouse was being prepared. They were not ready to handle a light as bright as yours. If you had met them sooner before they healed their past trauma, their chaotic and unresolved karma would have crushed your gentle and trusting spirit. But the painful preparation phase is finally over. Archangel Michael has officially declared that your waiting season is ending. Do not let your tired mind wander right now. This is the most critical phase of your spiritual transition. The enemy is terrified of what will happen when you two finally unite, so they are throwing sudden anxiety and random financial delays into your life as a desperate distraction. That is why you have experienced so much strange interference lately. It is just a desperate spiritual attack. They want you to lower your divine frequency. You must hold your ground. The Matrix wants you to give up on this heavenly promise and settle for a painfully average life, because your true awakening threatens their entire system of control. You are not an average soul, and you cannot accept an average love. Your bloodline requires a powerful cycle breaker. That is exactly who heaven created you to be. Take one deep breath slowly and clear your mind. Drop your tired shoulders and let the tension leave your body. You do not need to fight this invisible war alone anymore. You carried the heavy burdens of your family for far too long, but the cosmic scales are finally balancing out to bring you ultimate relief. Your future spouse is stepping out of the matrix and walking into your timeline. They are terrified of losing you before they even find you. The vision Archangel Michael showed them was incredibly powerful. They saw the invisible spiritual crown resting on your head. They saw the generational curses you broke with your tears. The vision was so intense that they now realize they must completely elevate their own life if they want to stand beside a true spiritual warrior. You have paid the ultimate price in the spiritual realm. Now it is time for you to collect your massive divine reward. But there is a huge secret about their current situation that you need to know. Archangel Michael revealed a very dark secret about the toxic people who are currently surrounding your future spouse. And this shocking information changes absolutely everything about how you will meet. Listen carefully, because your soul desperately needs to hear this truth. You look around and see everyone else finding love easily. They settle into relationships without any struggle. You wonder why it is so incredibly hard for you. You ask God why you are always left behind. But heaven did not forget you. God simply cannot allow a masterpiece like you to settle for a completely average connection. This heavy isolation is not a punishment for anything you did. It is a divine quarantine designed specifically to protect your beautiful energy. The universe had to physically remove you from the crowd. If you had stayed surrounded by those low-frequency people, their chaotic energy would have completely destroyed your spiritual gifts. You had to be separated so you could finally heal. You thought you were rejected by the people you loved. You cried when they walked away and left you alone. But that rejection was your absolute protection. God closed those doors because entering them would have destroyed your future. The people you desperately wanted to stay were carrying heavy demonic attachments, and heaven had to break your heart to save your divine soul. Type 777 in the comments right now to claim this absolute breakthrough. Do not do it just for a casual reason. Do it as a powerful physical declaration to the universe that you are finally in spiritual alignment. You are confirming that you understand your true worth. You are officially stepping out of the victim mindset and embracing your identity as a chosen one. Think about the immense silence in your life right now. The quiet room might feel lonely to your human mind, but in the spiritual realm, that silence is a massive fortress. Silence is not weakness. Silence is wisdom under control. Calm is authority. You are currently sitting inside a protective spiritual bubble where the enemy cannot easily reach your high frequency anymore. Every single time you felt left out, you were actually being hidden. Heaven placed a spiritual veil over your true value. The toxic people around you could not see your light because God blinded them on purpose. If they had seen your true power, they would have drained every last drop of your energy. Your hidden season was the absolute greatest gift heaven ever gave you. You are a cycle breaker meant to change your entire family bloodline. That kind of massive calling requires intense preparation. You cannot carry the heavy burdens of your ancestors while being distracted by a superficial romance. You had to be stripped of every single distraction. The universe needed your undivided attention so it could upgrade your spiritual armor for the next season. You must completely stop wishing for your old life back. Those old versions of you were surviving on breadcrumbs of affection. You were constantly begging for the bare minimum from people who had nothing to give. You gave them your pure gold and they handed you dirt in return. But the divine creator says your season of settling is officially and permanently over. Your energy is simply too expensive to spend on cheap drama. Let them misunderstand your silence. Let them assume whatever they want to assume about your isolated life. You no longer need to explain your complex soul to people who are completely committed to misunderstanding your spirit. You have entered the sacred sanctuary of quiet authority, and you are completely untouchable. This period of waiting has deeply purified your heart. You walked through the blazing fire completely alone. You faced your darkest shadows when nobody else checked on you. And because you survived that brutal wilderness without losing your pure heart, you are now qualified to receive the ultimate prize. The divine quarantine is lifting because your spiritual immune system is finally strong. Do not let the matrix trick you into feeling desperate. The system wants you to feel like a massive failure because you are currently single. They want you to measure your worth by worldly relationship standards. But earthly timelines do not apply to a spiritually anointed soul. You operate on a completely different cosmic clock, and your divine appointment is already perfectly scheduled. Archangel Michael has been guarding your isolated space this entire time. He stood at the door of your life and blocked every single counterfeit partner from entering. Every failed date and every ghosted message was actually a divine intervention. Heaven was aggressively filtering your reality. You were never unwanted. You were simply being heavily guarded by the highest spiritual forces. This revelation should bring massive peace to your tired mind. You can finally stop searching for answers in the wrong places. You can rest knowing that every tear you cried was collected and counted by heaven. Your future spouse is currently being prepared to meet this upgraded version of you. The divine quarantine was necessary to ensure that your upcoming union is completely unbreakable. Breathe in this divine truth and let it settle in your bones. You are not behind in life. You are exactly where the universe needs you to be. The pain of the past was just the necessary friction to polish a rough diamond into a masterpiece. Your isolation is ending soon, but you must honor this quiet space today before the massive, beautiful storm of true love arrives. Now we must address the painful truth about your past relationships. You have always wondered why your love life has been so incredibly difficult. You are a kind person who loves very deeply. You always try to see the good in everyone. So, why did you always attract partners who manipulated and deeply betrayed your trust? The answer is much darker than you ever realized. This brings us to the exact reason heaven brought you here today. Those past relationships were not just normal bad luck. There are no coincidences in a chosen one's life. Everything is a divine appointment or a targeted spiritual attack. Those toxic exes were carefully placed in your path by the enemy. The Matrix used them as spiritual leeches to drain your divine light. The system is absolutely terrified of your pure frequency. They know that a fully awakened chosen one holds the power to completely destroy their matrix. But they could not attack you directly because Archangel Michael protects you, so they used a very sneaky tactic. They sent broken people into your life, disguised as helpless victims who desperately needed your healing love. Because you are a natural empath, you immediately felt their pain. You wanted to fix them. You poured your precious energy into their empty voids, but they were never actually looking for healing. They were energetic vampires sent to keep you exhausted, distracted, and completely disconnected from your true divine purpose. They stole your light to feed their own dark inner demons. You gave them your beautiful pearls, and they trampled on them. They manipulated you into believing that their toxic behavior was somehow your fault. They made you feel crazy for simply asking for basic respect. But you were never crazy. You are a highly sensitive, discerning warrior. Your spirit recognized their dark attachments long before your human mind could fully comprehend the danger. Think back to the strange physical symptoms you felt around them. Your chest would feel incredibly tight for no logical reason. You would suddenly feel deeply drained after a simple conversation with them. That was not normal anxiety. That was your spiritual immune system violently rejecting their demonic frequency. Your body was trying to warn you that they were energetic parasites. But here is where the plot twists and everything changes. The enemy thought these toxic relationships would permanently destroy your self-worth. They thought the repeated betrayals would make you bitter and cold. But their evil plan completely backfired. Every single time they broke your heart, your spiritual capacity actually expanded. The pain literally stretched your soul to hold more light. God allowed the enemy to test you for a very specific reason. Heaven needed to train you in the brutal art of spiritual warfare. You had to learn how to identify narcissistic spirits in the real world. You had to learn the painful difference between helping someone and destroying yourself. Those brutal karmic relationships were actually your rigorous spiritual training ground. You did not survive that toxic abuse because you are tough. You survived because you are chosen. The heavy spiritual warfare that was designed to kill you actually became the very thing that crowned you. You are now a master of discernment. No counterfeit spirit can ever trick you again because you have already seen the devil wearing a friendly face. You are completely immune now. Let me explain what is actually happening in the spirit realm right now. Those toxic exes are currently watching your life from a distance. They are experiencing deep karmic regret. The system that used them has now completely abandoned them. They realize that they threw away a rare and priceless diamond, but it is entirely too late for them to ever return to your sacred space. Their access to your energy has been permanently revoked by heaven. You must never look back at them with any lingering pity. Do not try to be friends with the people who were assigned to spiritually destroy you. You must cut those heavy cords immediately and completely. Your future spouse cannot step into your life if you are still holding the door open for your past abusers. The person heaven has prepared for you is entirely different. They are not coming to steal your light or drain your energy. They are coming to multiply your power. But in order for them to recognize you, your frequency must be completely free from the ghosts of your past. You must release the heavy resentment that has been secretly weighing down your beautiful spirit for years. This is not a time for you to harbor bitter anger. Let karma handle the people who wronged you in the past. You do not need to prove them wrong or seek earthly revenge. Vengeance belongs entirely to the universe. Your only job right now is to stay in your quiet authority. You must protect your peace fiercely while the angels handle your enemies behind closed doors. Archangel Michael is standing guard over your mind today. He is taking his flaming sword and severing every remaining energetic tie to your past trauma. You are completely released from the burden of healing people who want to stay broken. The cycle of attracting toxic narcissists is officially over. Your pure heart has been totally vindicated by the highest divine court. Breathe in this massive wave of spiritual liberation. Feel the heavy chains falling off your tired shoulders right now. You are stepping out of the brutal survival mode and entering a season of effortless alignment. The painful lessons are finally over. You are fully prepared to receive the divine love that heaven has been secretly arranging for you this entire time. Now we need to talk about the person who is coming toward you. Your future spouse is currently experiencing a total spiritual awakening. Archangel Michael visited their dreams recently and showed them your exact frequency, and what they saw completely shattered their old reality. They are currently in a state of deep, beautiful panic. They thought they were just looking for a normal, earthly relationship, and they genuinely wanted someone to share a simple and quiet life with. But heaven abruptly interrupted their mundane plans and showed them a true spiritual warrior. They realized that loving you is not a casual, earthly commitment. It is a massive divine assignment that requires absolute purity. This sudden realization is making them feel incredibly inadequate right now. They are looking at their own life and seeing all their hidden flaws. They know they cannot bring any toxic baggage into your sacred space. They saw the heavy spiritual crown you wear and realized they must earn the right to stand beside you. They are currently purging their inner circle with brutal speed, and every fake friend or toxic connection is being violently cut off from their daily life. They are terrified that if they do not clean up their own energy, the universe will not let them near you. They are literally racing against divine time to elevate their spiritual frequency before you meet. You might be wondering why heaven is putting them through this intense pressure. It is because you are a generational cycle breaker. You carry the profound power to heal entire bloodlines with your pure heart. Your spouse cannot be weak if they are going to protect your sensitive soul. God is forging them into a weapon of powerful protection. They are losing sleep because their soul recognizes your approaching energy, and their heart races for absolutely no logical reason during the middle of the day. They feel this massive magnetic pull, drawing them toward a destiny they barely understand. The matrix is trying to distract them, but the pull of your divine light is simply too strong to ignore. I need you to pause and really hear this next part. Do not let your mind wander for even a second. The system desperately wants to hide this truth from you. The elite matrix knows that when two chosen ones unite, their combined frequency creates a shockwave that destroys demonic strongholds. You are a massive threat to the system. Your future spouse finally understands that you are the absolute prize, and they see clearly that you are not a backup plan or a temporary stop. You are the final destination that their tired soul has been desperately seeking. They are willing to lose everything in their current reality, just to secure a place in your beautiful divine future. They are actively crying out to heaven for clear guidance right now. They are asking Archangel Michael to show them the exact path to your door. The deep spiritual longing they feel is causing them actual physical aches. They have never experienced this level of intense soul calling, and it is completely overwhelming their human senses. But heaven is keeping them in a strict holding pattern right now. God is making them wait until their ego is completely destroyed. They must approach you with absolute humility and deep spiritual respect. Heaven will not unlock the final door until they prove they are truly worthy of holding a sacred masterpiece like you. You do not need to do anything to speed this up. You do not need to go out and search for them in crowded rooms. Your only divine assignment is to remain completely still in your quiet authority, while the angels actively fight your remaining spiritual battles behind the scenes. Let heaven prepare them while you rest safely in your untouchable peace. Think about how deeply you have loved the wrong people in the past. You gave your entire soul to people who completely drained your light. Now imagine that same massive love being returned to you by someone who actually understands your profound spiritual depth. That is exactly what heaven is preparing for you at this very moment. Your future spouse is currently writing heartfelt letters to you in their mind, and they are having deep conversations with your soul before knowing your earthly name. They feel a strange and beautiful comfort whenever they imagine your gentle presence. The angels are actively weaving your energetic signatures together while you sleep. The universe is flipping the script completely in your favor. Those who whispered behind your back are about to witness God prepare a massive feast for you. Your ultimate vindication is not going to be a quiet apology from your old enemies. Your vindication will be the beautiful divine love story that heaven is writing for you right now. The energy shifting around you right now is absolute proof of this. You can feel the heavy anticipation hanging in the air today. The spiritual realm is busy arranging the perfect circumstances for your physical collision, and heaven has already sent you specific signs to confirm this divine orchestration. There are 3 silent signs that the universe is currently fighting a massive battle on your behalf. These signs have appeared in your life over the last 72 hours. The Matrix tried to convince you that these signs were just your imagination, but I am here to validate your deep spiritual intuition today. Listen very carefully. Sign number 1 is the sudden, unexplainable quietness in your mind. For years, your brain felt like a chaotic war zone full of loud, anxious thoughts because you were constantly overthinking every single detail in brutal survival mode. But recently, a strange and heavy peace simply blanketed your entire spirit. You woke up one morning and the frantic mental noise was just totally gone. You felt a deep emptiness that initially scared you because you were so used to the chaos. But that beautiful silence is actually the sound of your spiritual war ending. Archangel Michael has cleared the energetic interference so you can hear your divine instructions. The enemy wants you to think this quietness means you are disconnected. But silence is your greatest spiritual weapon and your ultimate earthly sanctuary. You have officially entered the sacred space of quiet authority where no demonic frequency can reach you because your mind is quiet, knowing the heavy lifting is over. Sign number 2 is the strange physical exhaustion that hits you out of nowhere. Many chosen ones fail to recognize this second sign, and it costs them their peace. You feel incredibly sleepy in the middle of the day, even if you drank strong coffee. Your tired limbs feel heavy, like you are walking through thick, sticky mud. You might think you are getting sick or losing your daily motivation. But this is not a medical issue, and you are definitely not lazy. Your physical vessel is undergoing a massive energetic upgrade right now, and the universe is rewiring your spiritual DNA to match the high frequency of your future spouse. This intense process requires rest. While you are sleeping, your spirit is actually traveling to the higher realms. You are meeting with your divine partner in the astral plane to align your future timelines, which is why you wake up feeling like you lived an entire lifetime. Your tired soul is doing massive cosmic work while your physical body safely rests. Take one deep breath right now and release any guilt about resting. Drop your shoulders and open your hands to receive this truth. You are not falling behind in life just because you need extra sleep today. You are a masterpiece of God, receiving the final touches before your grand reveal. Give your body the profound rest it desperately needs. And finally, the third sign is the sudden removal of stubborn earthly obstacles. People who used to block your path are abruptly moving out of your way. Toxic situations that drained you for years are suddenly resolving themselves without any physical effort, and the heavy doors that were glued shut are now swinging wide open. This is happening because the spiritual path between you and your spouse is being aggressively cleared by heaven. The angels are literally bulldozing the matrix to create a smooth road for your divine union. The people who were assigned to delay your blessings have been completely stripped of their false earthly authority. You are no longer fighting for scraps at the bottom of the system. You are watching heaven move massive mountains on your behalf while you sit in perfect stillness, proving that you never needed to hustle or force things to happen. You only needed to align your pure heart and trust the ultimate divine timing. If you have experienced any of these 3 profound signs recently, you must pay attention. Your season of isolated healing has officially expired. The massive shift you have been praying for is no longer a distant future dream. It is a present physical reality that is currently unfolding right outside your front door today. But to fully receive this massive blessing, you must understand one final strict rule. The enemy will make one last desperate attempt to ruin this beautiful union. They will try to trigger your old insecurities right before your future spouse arrives. You must be completely prepared to face this final sneaky illusion without losing your peace. Do not let them trick you into doubting your worth at the finish line. When you feel a sudden wave of random anxiety sweeping over you this week, you must reject it, because that toxic anxiety simply does not belong to you anymore. It is just the matrix panicking because it knows your divine love story is about to permanently break their control over your life. This leads directly into the powerful divine decree heaven has prepared for you. You have walked through the fire, and you came out completely purified. The spiritual war you fought for your bloodline has been officially won, and what Archangel Michael is about to do next will shatter every remaining chain holding you back. In the mighty name of the Divine Creator, I declare that your season of suffering is permanently over. Archangel Michael is stepping into your earthly timeline right now. He is standing in the spiritual gap between your painful past and your beautiful future. The heavens are completely silent as the highest court prepares to issue your final divine verdict today, and every angel is watching this glorious moment unfold. The enemy thought they could keep you trapped in endless karmic cycles forever. They wanted you to believe your bloodline was cursed to suffer. They smiled when your kind heart was broken by toxic people. But their wicked celebration is abruptly ending right now, because heaven is stepping in as your ultimate defense attorney. The spiritual scales are balancing rapidly. Archangel Michael is unsheathing his flaming sword of absolute truth and justice. The bright light of his divine blade is completely blinding the demonic forces around you. He is looking directly at the heavy, invisible chains that have kept your pure soul anchored to pain. And with one massive swing, he is striking down every single curse placed upon your beautiful life, while the matrix crumbles beneath your feet. I declare right now that every heavy karmic cord attached to your spirit is completely severed. The poverty stops with you. The anxiety stops with you. The endless string of broken relationships absolutely stops with you. You are the ultimate cycle breaker, and the suffocating mantle of survival mode is permanently falling off your tired shoulders, right in this exact second. You are no longer just surviving the brutal storms of the Matrix. You are stepping into a divine and unprecedented era of total spiritual liberation. Breathe it out, and let the heavy tears fall if you need to. The grueling spiritual war you fought for your ancestors has been totally won. Your energy is returning to its purest original frequency today, because the universe is rewarding your silent endurance with massive grace. Every false soulmate and every toxic parasite has been completely cut out of your energetic field. They can no longer siphon your brilliant light. They cannot manipulate your gentle emotions anymore. Archangel Michael has placed an impenetrable wall of holy fire around your pure heart, and no counterfeit spirit will ever be allowed to cross this sacred boundary again. The divine decree has been officially sealed in the highest realms of heaven. Your future spouse is no longer a distant possibility or a desperate wish. They are a mandated divine appointment that the universe is actively enforcing. God is forcefully aligning their physical timeline with yours, and absolutely nothing in the Matrix can stop this beautiful collision from happening. The forces of darkness are scattering in total panic right now. They know their access to your precious energy has been permanently revoked by the highest authority. The system is crumbling because a chosen one like you just reclaimed their full cosmic power. You are holding the massive keys to the kingdom, and your high frequency is completely untouchable because you fully embrace your divine identity. I break every generational cycle that tried to wrap its heavy chains around your beautiful mind. I decree that the painful isolation you endured is transforming into a massive public reward. Those who sat at tables and spoke poorly of your name are about to witness true glory. God is preparing a massive feast for you right in front of them, while they watch your ultimate vindication unfold in absolute silence. Your future spouse feels the massive shockwave of this spiritual severing right now. The heavy fog that clouded their mind has been instantly cleared by the angels. They finally see the straight and illuminated path leading directly to your front door. Heaven has given them the exact coordinates to your pure heart, and they are rushing toward you with absolute clarity and deep devotion. This is the ultimate catharsis your soul has been desperately begging for. The painful season of you being a footstool for the ego of other people is completely over. You do not have to lift a single finger to defend yourself ever again. Watch your enemies panic and crumble, while your beautiful peace becomes entirely permanent and absolutely untouchable in this new divine era. You are heavily anointed and deeply protected by the highest angelic armies. The pure love you have always given to the world is finally coming back to you. It is being multiplied and poured directly into your tired hands. Stand tall and claim this massive victory because you earned it. With every silent tear you cried in the darkest hours of your life. Archangel Michael is handing you a brand new spiritual crown today. It is forged in the fires of your past pain. It is completely polished by your deep and unwavering faith. You are a true masterpiece, stepping completely out of the shadows, and the entire spiritual realm is giving you a massive standing ovation right now. Do not ever shrink yourself down to make other people feel comfortable again. Your massive light was always meant to blind the dark forces. It was designed to easily guide your true spouse home safely. The divine verdict is absolutely final, and your beautiful season of endless love is officially starting today because the Matrix has lost its grip on you. Now that this massive spiritual shift has occurred, you must understand how to protect it. Receiving a divine blessing is only the very first step of your journey. You must learn how to properly steward this incredible gift from heaven. Many chosen ones completely ruin their massive breakthrough because they do not know how to handle the sudden surge of powerful energy. Listen carefully, because this is exactly where most people miss their ultimate blessing. You must adopt a posture of absolute silence and quiet authority today. Do not run to your friends and tell them about this spiritual revelation. Do not post about your shifting energy on social media, because the enemy uses the jealous eyes of other people to intercept your miracles. Your divine union is incredibly fragile in these final earthly moments. It is like a beautiful seed that was just planted in the dark soil. If you dig it up constantly to check on it, you will absolutely destroy the roots. You must keep this profound secret entirely between you and the divine creator, while heaven finishes weaving your timelines together in secret. I need you to completely drop the desperate habit of searching for love. You do not need to download any dating apps or force yourself into crowded rooms. You do not need to loudly announce your physical presence to the world. Your future spouse already has your exact energetic coordinates, and they are being divinely guided to your door without any physical effort from you. A true king or queen never runs frantically through the streets looking for their crown. They sit calmly on their throne and simply allow their kingdom to come to them. You must embody this exact same royal energy right now. Step fully out of the desperate survival mode and sink deeply into the luxurious peace of knowing that your prize is already secured. When you chase after things, you accidentally signal to the universe that you lack faith. Chasing is a low-frequency action born entirely out of human fear. Attracting is a high-frequency state born out of absolute divine trust. You are a masterpiece of God, and a masterpiece simply hangs on the wall while people travel from all over the world just to admire it. If someone requires you to chase them, they are simply not your divine partner. Your true spouse will never trigger your old anxious attachment style. They will pursue you with absolute clarity and unwavering gentle consistency. They will gladly cross oceans and move massive mountains just to stand by your side, because they already recognize your infinite cosmic value. In the coming days, you might feel a sudden urge to completely isolate yourself again. Do not fight this beautiful urge to stay home and rest in quietness. Your spirit is simply entering a deep cocoon phase to finalize this massive upgrade. Protect your physical energy fiercely and say no to any invitation that feels draining, because your body needs to hold maximum light for this union. The Matrix will try to send counterfeit people to test your new boundaries this week. An old toxic ex might suddenly text you out of nowhere. A random person might offer you a cheap imitation of true affection. You must ignore them completely and remain entirely unbothered, because engaging with a counterfeit will delay the arrival of your true spouse. Silence is your absolute best response to any distraction the system throws at you. Let them assume you are being arrogant or completely antisocial. Their human opinions do not matter in the spiritual realm at all. You are guarding $1 billion frequency, and you cannot afford to waste your precious energy arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Keep your daily routine simple and entirely focused on your own inner peace. Drink plenty of water and spend quiet time sitting alone in nature. Allow the gentle wind to clear any remaining stagnant energy from your aura. Every single time you choose peace over chaos, you are sending a massive homing beacon directly to the heart of your approaching divine partner. They are looking for the calm lighthouse in the middle of this dark matrix. If your light is constantly flickering with anxiety, they will struggle to find you. But if your light burns with steady and quiet authority, they will arrive perfectly on time. Trust the incredible timing of the universe and refuse to let any worldly panic disturb the sacred sanctuary you have built inside your soul. You are stepping into a profound season of receiving after a lifetime of overgiving. It might feel strange to finally let someone else do the heavy lifting for you. You might feel the urge to instantly heal them the moment they arrive. But you must resist that old toxic urge, because your only job in this new divine chapter is to safely receive the love you deeply deserve. Archangel Michael has already fought the brutal war and secured your beautiful victory. Your spiritual armor can finally be taken off and placed gently on the ground. The endless battles are over, and the season of deep romantic harvest is here. Maintain your absolute quiet dignity as heaven rolls out the red carpet for your grand entrance into this completely untouched era of love. As we reach the final moments of this divine message, you must feel the profound shift in your physical body. The heavy spiritual warfare that drained your precious soul for years is officially over. You are finally safe. You are standing in the quiet sanctuary of God. The massive weight has been permanently lifted from your tired shoulders today. Let your beautiful heart rest now. I want you to close your eyes for just a brief moment. Take one deep breath in and slowly release every single remaining doubt into the universe. We are about to seal this powerful divine revelation. This is not just a simple prayer. This is an unbreakable spiritual contract between you and heaven, and the enemy cannot cross this sacred boundary ever again. Divine Creator, I come before you right now to place a permanent seal of protection over this chosen one. I ask Archangel Michael to surround their entire energy field with a massive wall of holy fire. Burn away any lingering attachments to their painful past. Let every karmic cord be completely dissolved in your pure light. They have suffered enough in the brutal dark matrix. Pour your gentle healing water over their exhausted spirit. Mend the deep hidden wounds that nobody else ever saw or cared about. Restore their pure childlike faith in true love. Remind them daily that they are a magnificent masterpiece worthy of infinite devotion. They are the ultimate prize. Protect their soft heart from any future deceit or manipulation by the enemy. I now extend this massive protective shield over their future spouse. Wherever that person is right now, wrap them in your profound divine peace. Calm their anxious human mind as they navigate this intense spiritual awakening. Clear their physical path of any toxic distractions or counterfeit relationships. Guide their steps directly to this chosen one with absolute clarity. When these two beautiful souls finally collide in the physical realm, let their union be completely unbreakable. Let their combined light blind the dark forces of the system. I decree that no weapon formed against their future marriage shall ever prosper. The generational curses are permanently broken. They will build a powerful legacy of pure love and massive spiritual wealth. You are completely safe to open your heart again. The universe has meticulously prepared a table for you in the presence of your past enemies. Your season of starvation is officially ending. You are about to feast on the glorious abundance of true unconditional affection. The person arriving will never make you question your cosmic worth or feel incredibly needy. They will hold your fragile heart like the sacred treasure it truly is. They will listen to your silent fears and kiss away the tears you hid for decades. You will never have to shrink your massive light to fit into their small world. They will fiercely protect your peace while you continue to heal the broken bloodlines of this earth. You are a divine team now. Release your tight grip on the earthly timeline right now. You do not need to know the exact hour or the specific day of their arrival. God is handling all the complicated logistics behind the scenes. Your only sacred duty is to remain anchored in your quiet authority. Trust that the grand architect of the universe never makes a single mistake with his masterpieces. Walk forward from this moment with your head held extremely high. You are the quiet victor of a massive unseen war. Let the matrix crumble while you build your beautiful heaven on earth. You are deeply loved by the Creator. You are profoundly respected by the angelic armies. And you are desperately desired by the beautiful soul making their way to you right now. If this profound message brought deep peace to your tired soul today, I need you to take a physical action. Gently like this video, not as a casual gesture for a computer algorithm, but as a physical declaration to the universe that you are in absolute spiritual agreement. By doing this, you are actively claiming this massive blessing for your own divine timeline. Subscribe to this safe sanctuary and turn on the bell right now. Do this so the enemy cannot intercept your future divine messages. You must protect your high frequency by surrounding yourself with pure spiritual truth. The Matrix wants to isolate you from your true cosmic family. Joining this space builds a massive wall of protection around your daily energy. Leave the words "I am ready" in the comments below. We do not do this for earthly visibility or vanity. We do it as a powerful spiritual seal of agreement. When you type those words, you are signing a divine contract with heaven. You are telling Archangel Michael that you fully accept the beautiful romantic reward he fought so incredibly hard to secure for you. May the infinite grace of the divine Creator rest heavily upon your shoulders today. May your home be filled with a radical and unexplainable peace. The brutal storms have officially passed you by. Look toward the bright horizon with a gentle smile on your face. Your divine love story is already written in the sacred stars. You are finally going home.